Jarrett Hurd expects to be ringside for Jermell Charlo's fight versus Tony Harrison December 22nd. And also, Jarrett Hurd also has a fight December 1st versus Jason Wilburn on the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury undercard. And, hopefully everything goes well with his shoulder. And we might be a step closer to Jarrett Hurd and Jermell Charlo unification by that 154 pounds. It's Goodfellas Sports TV, dropping another one on top of your head. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. We grinding. And this is great news, man. That means we a step closer to Jarrett Hurd versus Jermell Charlo. I think that's a fight that should be on Fox. Sometime probably in the second quarter next year. That's a fight that I want to see. It's my most desired fight in the sport of boxing because I don't see the other fights I want to see happening. I don't see Deontay Wilder AJ happening, Fury AJ happening if he beats Wilder, or some of the other fights people desire to see, Crawford, Spence, the rest of them type of fights happen. I think it's a fight that can happen. I think this fight that's a reality. Both guys are said to be moving up to 160 real soon. Errol Spence dropped a bomb a couple months ago. I did a video on it saying that he expected Jermell Charlo to move up to 154 real soon, and he'll be moving up trying to take over that division as well. Jarrett Hurd has been talking about Danny Jacobs' easy money at 160 and beating this Charlo twin, Jermell, and then going up there and beating Jermell Charlo. So it's a lot of ambitions, for both fighters. I think after they both fight, I think it's a possibility both move up, or Jermell might move up a little bit after Jarrett Hurd. But I like to hear this, man. I like to hear that Jarrett Hurd is going to be there to get all the smoke and get the juices flowing December 22nd at the Barclays Center. I think that's exactly what the sport of boxing need. This fight, big unification bout on PBC. Shut up some of the haters. PBC is still giving the best fights. They might not be, giving you the Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, the Sean Porter, Errol Spence fights, or people want the Tank Davis and Lomachenko fight, or Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz. There's a lot of fights they ain't give you, point blank period, okay? But they're giving you good. They still give you the best fights, period. Look at this month in boxing. This month is all Eddie Hearn and Top Rank, and I'm not excited for really none of the fights. Usyk and Bellew, it's okay. Cesados and Hooker, I'm not jumping out my seat to see that. The Zone with Jarrett Miller and Kansas, I don't care about that card. I'm not going to pay to watch it. Even if Clarissa Shields on, I'm not paying no money to the Zone. I might stream it next Saturday, but other than that, I don't know too many other boxing matches this month that because PBC ain't doing. I don't think they're doing a match this month, so I don't know what get me out my seat. None of them. But I am excited for Fury Wilder, not the undercard, but I'm still excited. I'm excited for the Charlo twins at the Barclays Center December 22nd. So I'm excited for those two fights. So like I said before, man, they still giving you the best product out there, and this fight will be huge for Premier Boxing Champions. This is gonna break. This is gonna break some type of records if it's on regular TV. They promote it right because you got two personalities. Jarrett Hurd is huge in the DMV. He was at the Redskin game signing an autograph. He blowing up down there. Jermell Charlo is fighting in Brooklyn again. I think he fought out there before. I know Jamal has. He fighting out there again, and they gonna be fighting at a neutral site. I think Brooklyn favors Jarrett Hurd's fan base more because he's right there in the DMV. But for him just to get in the ring and call out Jermell Charlo and really pop this thing off and being prepared and getting ready to make one of the biggest fight in boxing that can be made, in my opinion, that I want to see. You got to put that in there. People say, oh, Canelo, Triple G. I don't care about that fight. That I want to see. I'm with it. I'm with it. I love that people that come looking for the smoke. And I've been tough on Jarrett Hurd, man. But like I said before, man, people say, oh, you tough on him. But I said before, after the Lara fight, he deserved a tune-up. Period. Even before the injury, I said he deserved a homecoming fight in the DMV. He do. He deserved that DMV fight. And I said that. But I say all this, this Fugazi talk, him and his trainer coming around saying that they want to fight two right-handed fighters because they fought two southpaws. That's hogwash. Keep it G-rated. That's hogwash. Don't treat us like we know fools. No right-hand fighter need to be tuned up versus right-handed fighter. You can find right-handed fighters a dime a dozen in the gym, wherever gym you at. Now if you fought two right-handers, you had a southpaw coming up, then that's a valid argument. But don't play us like we know fools. Don't play the public like we fools, man. Like we don't know stuff about the sport of boxing. That's the only problem I have with that. If you want to take a tune-up or two, and your shoulder, before the shoulder's hurt, you want to take a tune-up, you want to, fight in the DMV, I had no issue with it. Just come out and say, you know what? I want to fight in the DMV. He came out, he got to understand I'm the A side, I'm the business side of it, and that business talk again. Guys reach that plateau and start making a little bit of dollars sleeping in silk sheets and get talking that business talk. I don't care about none of that. I understand that you deserve a tune-up fight. Or you deserve an easy fight in between there because you've been grinding. You deserve a homecoming fight in the DMV. But to come out here and tell us that you need to fight 2 right-handed fighters before you fight Charlo, man, get the hell up out of here with that one. Who you trying to fool? That's what I didn't like. And then he was trying to fight Kell Brook. Oh, then it's the shoulder. When Kell Brook fight couldn't happen. I could have told you the Kell Brook fight wasn't going to happen. You should have just said your shoulder off rip. And saved everybody the suspense. But now he coming out and showing his true color, saying, I want that fight. And he believe he can win. If Jarrett Hurd tighten up his defense, he'd be all right. But I still favor Jermell Charlo, but it can change if I watch the tape and see something different. But Jermell Charlo don't have an easy fight versus Tony Harrison, my homie from the D. What up, though, Tony? I'm hoping Tony pull it out, but obviously, when I do the film, it's probably going to translate out to Jermell Charlo winning. But Tony can box. Tony was beating Jarrett Hurd by a country mile until he got tired and got knocked out. So he ain't no chump. And if Tony win, then him and Jarrett Hurd can do a rematch, a unification rematch. It's a big fight too. It's not as big as Jermell, but I think people forget how big Jermell Charlo is. Jermell Charlo is as big as Jarrett Hurd, man. You know what I'm saying? Real serious shit. Them Texas dude is built different. Jarrett Hurd is built like a different breed as well. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be the biggest elite fight. It's the most elite fight that will deliver. How Triple G and Canelo, let's keep it real, it did not deliver. It didn't deliver a knockout, drag out, drop down war. They both fought like prissy girls. Okay, for the most part. They didn't go in there and be aggressive and do what they said they was gonna do. Let's keep it real. This fight will live up to the billing. 2 Black American fighters that's aggressive fighters now. Even though Jermell can box and move, he is aggressive under Derrick James. And I believe the silver lining for Jarrett Hurd is that Jermell Charlo is having an identity crisis. He don't know. He thinks he's a knockout puncher, but at his best, he's a boxer puncher that can move, and they need to find that meshing point. And if he don't find that meshing point, he got an identity crisis. He's going to have a problem with Jarrett Hurd. If he don't know exactly who he wants to be and what his identity as a fighter is. It's good to be multidimensional and be able to do everything in the sport of boxing. I think he's the most well-rounded fighter in the sport of boxing if he figures out the identity crisis that he having. What he want to do, how he want to fight. Can he, find a meshing point between being aggressive and being a boxer puncher? And if he find that groove, before he fight Jarrett Hurd, there's no doubt in my mind he beats Jarrett Hurd by a country mile. I don't know if he can stop that dude with the melon on his head, but there's no doubt in my mind he washes him. Even if he outboxes him and moves a little bit, even though he can get tired, Jarrett Hurd can get him. It's gonna be an interesting fight. But I also can see Jarrett Hurd just having a legendary chin and just walking him down and getting him out of there too, man. Or trying to get him out of there. It's like I said, it's the fight out of all the fights, other than Wilder and Joshua. I think this fight is going to deliver 100%. I think it's a 99.9% chance this fight delivers in fight value, action-packed value, and living up to the hype. I think it's that high. I think Wilder and Joshua is a 98.9%, living up to the billing. You know what I'm saying? But this fight is gonna live up to the billing. It's one of the biggest fights in boxing right now. It's my number 1 fight to be made right now because I know what's gonna bring. Crawford and Errol Spence. You never know. Errol Spence, Crawford might go in there and just outbox Spence and make him look stupid and do a Mona Lisa. You never know. Errol Spence might go in there and outbox Crawford. Y'all think this might be looking surprised, or he might stop Crawford. But right here, this gonna get your bang for your buck right here. The action pack and all that other stuff you're gonna get in this fight. There's no other fight that's gonna deliver. Like this fight gonna deliver, unless an injury happened or somebody hurt their shoulder, like B-Hop or something. My shoulder, like the Chad Dawson first fight. Man, we was laughing about that. But Goodfella Sports TV, your boy CJ Goodfella, 3 in a row. Salute. You already know we're going to stay on the boxing grind and sports grind today. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter. Also email me. You can hit me up on all platforms, video requests, questions, And also, if you want to make a donation, that link's in the description. Shout out to Gary Benson donation. Salute, brother. We gone.